Good afternoon, boys and girls.
And welcome to another adventure with Jim and Karen. So we're still in Arkansas. We're about 4 miles from our last hike. This one is called Glory
Hole
Falls. It's
Yep.
about 2 miles round trip.
Yeah, I just met a guy out here. He said the flow
The flow is
really good with all the rains. That's
and
good.
he just showed us some pictures, so it's going to be really nice.
Yeah. So you park alongside the road here on 16. You can't miss this place. But there's really no signs. There's a sign up there quite a ways that said trailhead, but that's not a trailhead. You got to drive over top of this hill and then you'll see it. There's two ways of getting in. You can get in this way or you can get in that way. They both lead to the same area. So, ready to go, boo-boo?
I'm ready. Let's do this.
All right, here we go. Okay, we could have taken the other one I just talked about because there it is right there. We just looped around. Okay, so he was saying this is an old Jeep trail. And then it'll veer off to the right, become a real trail up here. But the old Jeep trail disappears and dies out. Okay, here we go. Okay, so we're still on the Jeep trail. I was just telling Boo Boo, I was like, I hope this is a one-way Jeep trail, because I sure as heck wouldn't be able to pull off anywhere to let the other guy by. Sure is pretty in here, though. All right, we'll see you at the split off. Okay, guys, a little bit after 0.2 of a mile, it's going to fork. Your Jeep trail goes that way. The falls are this way. That guy gave us a map. I downloaded all my stuff, and all my maps have worked from all trails, and I get here and it shows downloaded, and then it shows nothing. Oh well. So I put it on Explorer, and then it popped up where I was, not the name. All right, let's get to the mud. All right, guys, so this is what the trail looks like. You're kind of trying to stay out of the mud up to your ankles, but it just kind of keeps skipping around. We're getting closer. All right, folks, we're at 0.69. The first water feature. Isn't that pretty? According to the map, this flows right out of the falls. All right, now where we go? Here comes Bobo. Will she fall? Last time to bet. Bets are almost up.
Don't jinx me.
She said, "Don't jinx her." Yay! Okay, so I guess I lied. The stream crossing up there is uphill of the falls, and it goes down that way. But all the way along this path going down, you see paths going down to the creek. But we're almost there. So that water crossing was higher than the falls. All right, so at 0.80, you're gonna come across another creek. Little waterfall. It's also going to go dump into the falls. Isn't that pretty? Wow. And right on down the creek it goes. Picture time. So I don't know if you can see it or not, but when the creek comes down, you see the bedrock like slip and slide. It just goes in and out and in and out and in and out of all that bedrock. It's pretty neat, pretty. Okay, almost there. Oh, we made it down to a little part. A nice waterfall there. Let's see where I'm walking. Yeah, there's the hole. Falls right into that hole. Pretty friggin' neat. So we're gonna follow it around and go on down into that hole. Okay, back up on the trail. So we can get down there, see the hole. This must get a lot of water. Okay. All right, so we went this way. There's no trail. Unless you want to go slip and slide down. But if you look over there, there's a trail, so let's go find it. Okay. On top of that, there's another one flowing in to the creek from a different angle. Boy, there's gonna be a hell of a lot of water down there. Okay, across we go. So we were on those rocks right over there. You can see there's no way down that side. So if you go around, see that one? You'll see the creek over here, another slip and slide. Kind of up on the side is the trail. Getting pretty steep. Once you pass that slip and slide, looks like the trail goes that way. Cabin and the hole's that way. So let's make it down here and mosey over there. All right, guys, this is Glory Hole Falls. We are going to go over there, try to get closer. But you can see all the water up there. When the water gets too big, it comes right off the top too. It's flowing pretty good. What do you think, Boo Boo?
I like it.
Ready to go get closer?
Oh yeah.
Okay, let's go. All right, looks like we're the only ones here for right now. So basically, it's a big underground cave, or you can see all the handprints up there. People stuck their hands in the mud and stuck them up there. But let's get a little closer for you. Oh yeah, and by the way, please don't do that. There we go. Yeah, I tripped, so I didn't fall. Glory Hole Falls, guys. Time to take 5. All right, boys and girls, there she be. What do you think?
I liked it.
Yeah.
Pretty.
I told them girls if I wasn't driving all this way, I'd stand in the middle of that thing. When I know it's cold as hell.
Right? Yep.
I tried to get them to do it, but they wouldn't do it. All right, about ready to head back?
Yep.
All right. Boys and girls, made it back up to the road. We went in that way by Fiona. This is the other way. This is the only sign. It says, welcome foot travel. Well, it's easy enough to find. Back to Fiona. All right, boys and girls.
That wraps up another adventure with Jim and Karen. And it was amazing.
It was breathtaking.
It was, literally. At least on the way back. On the way down it wasn't. Because it is downhill all the way down. And you get to the one part where you see the water, the creek going into a hole. It's like, where the hell's that going? You obviously can't get too close or you're going to fall in. You'd find out that way though. But anyway, so you
That
go,
would hurt because there's rocks at the bottom.
right? So you go a little bit further and you see some beautiful waterfalls. I mean, they're not big, but they're small. And you finally get there and you see all this water gushing out this hole. It's pretty cool.
It's like a cave.
Yeah.
Like a Native American tribal area where they used to have the fires and
Yeah.
things like that.
It was actually really cool. It's something very unique. I'd come out and see it again.
Right on.
So we're gonna wrap this up. So God bless, be safe, and go take a hike.
Okay. By the way, Karen, you look beautiful.
So okay, Dave.